Who needs test launches, right? Sure, just stick 3 cosmonauts on the first launch of this absolute behemoth. Oh my god. Oh my god, it did it. It actually did it. Oh. Oh my goodness me. We actually launched it. Holy moly. That is a weight off my shoulders. I mean, it's not over yet. We have to obviously complete the mission. But I mean, look at the payload increase. We had a bonus to the number of levels the N1 booster would increase by. This is going to be a significantly more reliable launch vehicle after this mission. But Christ alive. Mission's not over yet, but that was by far the most nerve-wracking part. Right, Translunar Injection. Let's take this seriously. Let's not screw this up. We want to try and achieve the bonus objective. So we want to get 10 thrust on the final turn. So we want to wait till the final turn. Most likely, yeah. Or at least the turn just before it. And then do controlled burn 3 times, which will give us, require 6 comms. So we need to get to 16 comms before then. Look at that Soyuz. Beautiful. We don't even have lowered payload reliability because we built the normal Soyuz, not the prototype one. Since we are sending them all the way out to the moon, so maybe best we don't send them in a spacecraft held together by duct tape. Fingers crossed this mission goes a little bit better than the actual first launch of the Soyuz as well. Which I think, yeah, that certainly was the the prototype payload, because unfortunately Vladimir Komarov lost his life on that mission. Something immediately went catastrophically wrong. We'll just resist it. That's fine. And that's fine. Excellent. Okay. So then what I'm going to do is charge up, I think. And then next turn, so I'm just going to double check. But next turn, we're just going to do this one 3 times. That takes us to 11, 10, and 12. So what we're just going to do is charge up so that nothing can go wrong when we do that, basically. And then last minute, 3 controlled burns, straight up to our bonus reward. And if anything goes wrong, we have the power to deal with it. Voila! Piece of cake. Oh, we're getting good at this now. Having 3 crew members obviously helps quite a bit as well. But there we go. Translunar injection complete. Now I just need to get into lunar orbit. I am a little curious as to where the LK lander is. The Soyuz itself isn't landing on the moon. Like, where's the... It should really have the whole lunar complex. I understand they probably didn't, want to model the whole lunar complex. They just modeled the Soyuz spacecraft itself. But really, we should have the lunar lander, the LK lander underneath it here. And then Block G, I think it is. I'm trying to remember the Russian alphabet. I think it's Block G. A lot of people made fun of me for saying that multiple times during my video on the N1 rocket. Obviously, it sounds funny. Anyway, what are we getting on this one? Data, comms, and navigation. Well, we can do that just fine. That beautiful Soyuz spacecraft. There is something really inherently gorgeous about Soviet spacecraft. Maybe it's just me. Sort of spherical... I don't know, there's something sort of... almost insect-like, they're more organic. I don't know, there's something just more inherently beautiful. Maybe that's just me being a massive space nerd. Not sure who else would agree. That should get us... where we need to go. Honestly, I feel like we have this in the bag now. I am so relieved. Honestly, the launch of the N1 was... just the fact that you can't do any test launches as well is just insane. Or even a test launch of the Soyuz, nothing. Just first launch, off you go. Fingers crossed. It's like, you know, Wile E. Coyote strapped into a giant booster. See what happens. Okay. And we have plenty of power to spare to resist all of these failures. Try to throw us off. Okay. Then I think just do that. And there we go. We're sorted. 15. Yeah. Perfect. We're in lunar orbit. I feel like we're going to get the bonus reward for this mission as well. So we are going to be absolutely set upon completing this mission. I mean, we did it on a wing and a prayer, like we do all of our missions here in the Soviet Union. But goodness me, it's going to pay off. Oh, there we go. There's the LK. The LK has just magically appeared. Look at that beautiful little guy. Even that looks like a little bug, doesn't it? Lunar Descent. I wonder how many stages there are. Because it must be like lunar landing and then like return to Earth. It must be like probably a 4 or 5 stage mission, this. Which isn't surprising. It's to be expected. Oh, goodness me. This is a beautiful image, though. I'm really excited for when I end up doing this in For All Kerbal Kind as well. Just alternate history moon missions. Really, really exciting concept. Why is someone on EVA? We're on our Lunar Descent and someone's on EVA. Why? Oh god. Welcome to Russia, everyone. Well, welcome to the moon, I guess. The red moon, in fact. That's going to upset the Americans, isn't it? The first 2 nations to land on the moon. China and the Soviet Union. Boy, oh boy. We might want to try and start collaborating with, like, ESA and JAXA. We don't really want to help the Chinese anymore, because I think doing that satellite repair mission just gave them a little boost, because they seem to have plenty of money. I think we really need to avoid doing collaborative missions with them if we can. But we don't want to collaborate with the Americans, obviously. Goodness gracious, what do you take me for? This one's a little bit more complicated. Thankfully, our payload reliability is high enough that, yeah, we don't really have to worry too much about this. If we had launched a prototype Soyuz, I'm sure we really would have been paying for it around now. But just from the, you know, for the bonus from this mission, 50%. Think about the support reward we're just getting from this mission as a base. So an extra 50%. I mean, you know, more than we'll pay for the, you know, the extra amount of money that a proper Soyuz cost. We could do that this turn, but we don't have any power. We've got an extra turn, so we'll play it safe, recharge our batteries, and we'll do it next turn. And we have very comfortably completed the mission. Beautiful. All we have to do then is do that, and 16, 10, 10, done. Flawless. All right, we can do the lunar landing now. This is awesome. I'm really, really enjoying this. Crew transfer. Oh, we didn't get to see the Soviet crew transfer. There was no docking tunnel between the 2 spacecraft, so Alexei Leonov would have had to do an EVA out of the Soyuz across to the LK because there wasn't enough in the mass budget for an actual crew tunnel. Is that the actual landing? Oh my god. There it is! Yes! Red moon, everyone. The actual LK would have fired 4 little solid rocket motors upwards to push it down into the surface so it could land on up to a 30-degree incline. But goodness gracious, I'm actually saluting. I'm saluting my screen. What a beautiful sight. We have landed a cosmonaut on the moon, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, wonderful. So that's the phase 1 lunar landing complete. Now we have to dock with our command module. So I assume we ascend back up into orbit. We have to rendezvous back with the Soyuz. Oh, this is awesome. This is so cool. Oh, I'm so happy this mission went well. If the M1 had exploded on launch and China had beat us, I probably would have just quit. Just called it there. Like, you know what? Nope, done an actual, you know, what the actual Soviets did is just, you know, throw in the towel, whatever. Can't be asked with this whole space race thing anymore. I'm so pleased. This must be a 5-stage mission because we've got a rendezvous. I assume then we're going to do the Trans-Earth injection as well. Maybe even the re-entry. This is one complicated ass mission. Probably going to end up dedicating like an entire episode to this mission. What do we actually need? I'm just pushing buttons before actually looking at what we need. We just need data and navigation for this one. So we can do that. That's 2 that way. Then we need to do that. So we have to keep this drift perfectly in the middle, which makes sense. You know, we have to stay along a very, very accurate trajectory to rendezvous. That's fine. Fine, provided that nothing goes wrong. We'll resist that for now. Come on, Alexei. You got to think as well, like the Soviet computer systems, tracking systems, avionics, nowhere near as advanced as on the American lunar module. You know, the lunar module had its own computer. The Soviets didn't have anything like that kind of computer technology. I mean, I believe it was the Apollo Soyuz test project. When they docked and they looked into the Soyuz, they saw that they, instead of a computer, they had like a little machine that just had like a string of instructions, you know, on paper being fed to the cosmonauts. You know, this would have been such a dangerous landing. One person as well to do the entire landing themselves. I mean, it was, you know, almost an overload of 2 astronauts to monitor everything. You know, something had gone wrong during that descent. Goodness me. I mean, I'm thankful. It would have been cool, but I'm thankful that this actual profile didn't happen, because if it did, they may likely have smeared Alexei Leonov across the surface of the moon, and that would not have been fun for anyone involved. This is getting quite complicated. I didn't want to leave ourselves with 0 power remaining. It's just always a bad idea, because something always goes wrong. Except for when you save excess power, and then of course nothing goes wrong. It goes flawlessly. But still, yeah. Yeah, this is a complicated boy. Yeah, this will work. This will work. Okay. Now all we need is 5 more navigation. So if we just get some more power. Ooh, okay, we're cutting this fine, actually. Is there anything we can do which we just recharge once in case something goes wrong, and then we can still get the navigation we need without using power? Yeah, we can do that. And that means we have a spare if something goes wrong. Cool, let's do it. Fingers crossed. And of course something goes wrong. But I believe it takes us up to 19. So that'll be 2. That was 15, and then another 3. Yeah, we can still, so we'll accept that. We can accept that. That's fine. This goes right. Yes, okay, this is fine. Whoo! Skin of our teeth, but we did it. Bonus reward, here we come. And we are back at the Soyuz. And now Alexei Leonov has to grab all his lunar samples and do an EVA onto the Soyuz. Because there is no crew tunnel. Because the N1 could only launch, I believe, 95 tons to low Earth orbit. And now return to Earth and re-entry. Here we go. Successful mission. Okay, let's not trip at the goal line, everyone. We've got to manage heat and crew. We're returning from lunar orbit, so I assume this is going to be... Yep. This is going to be quite difficult. And there we go. Get the heat as low as possible. Because if we get 5 heat each turn, yeah, it's just going to get out of control very quickly. Imagine what a tragedy it would be, you know, you completely succeeded in your mission, you know, completed the first moon landing and then died on re-entry, which for the Soyuz is, you know, not even beyond the realm of possibility. You know, the first test of the Soyuz, the parachute didn't open. Vladimir Komarov smacked into the ground at, you know, however many hundreds of miles an hour. So, you know, it's certainly a concern. Let's just say that. Let's get a bit of power saved up for things going wrong. Oh god, why is everything going wrong on the re-entry? That's nerve-wracking. Let's resist it. Okay, phew. The heat didn't increase quite so much this time. Yeah, we can do that. We can do that. As long as the heat doesn't increase too much. Ooh, okay. Right. This is going to be tricky. It leaves us one short on the old comms. And no power left over. In case something goes wrong. That is a problem. That is a problemo. There might be a way to do this that I'm missing here. Something that uses 2 and gives us more comms, but you see, everything's got to be a heat reduction, otherwise we blow up. We just got unlucky with that last heat roll, unfortunately. I mean, I don't have power to like do this one twice. And this requires 2 crew members to do, so we can't do it more than once. Not the end of the world. Confirm commands. And something went wrong. Okay. Reduced by 1 unless you spend... Yeah, well, we can't spend the data, spend the power because we need it for that that heat reduction, so we just have to accept it. That's fine. We'll achieve the main objective and get a 40% bonus reward. And that's fine. Yeah, 2 things went wrong. So, yeah, this wasn't going to happen. Reduce the output by 1, but yeah, we still achieve the main mission. We get 40% bonus reward. It's fine. It's fine. Still, return them safely. Hopefully the parachute will open. And beautiful. We have put the first man on the surface of the moon. What an achievement. Boy, oh boy. Oh, man, am I glad that that went successfully. Because my hopes were not high. Well, he's got 3 achievements. 1 small step, moonshot, and tour of duty. Crewed moon landing first. Look at that. Oh, look at those rewards. And 50% bonus rewards. I believe that's from our astronauts, isn't it? Cosmonauts, I should say. Wow. I think that might take us up like more than 1 support tier. Oh, crewed moon landing. We've done it. A massive thank you to my patrons and donators for their generous support, and an extra special thank you to my Emperor Penguins, Axel Jensen, Delta V, Dennis Klomp, Lady Lancelot, Madzor, The Amazing Steak, Vermouth, and Peter Lushtinets, as well as my King Penguins, Jagnath, Nicholas Popkes, Wather, and World.